What's up, guys, and welcome back to Wake Up Entertainment. So, the judge president is now getting involved in the Meyiwa trial. This is due to all of these postponements, these delays, and the judge president is not happy about it at all. The issue that is there on the table right now is that Advocate Mnisi is threatening to pull out from representing accused number one, and this is now prompting the judge president to intervene.
Case.
Yes.
Where they say fairness must also be accorded to the state and state witnesses. Yes, Colonel Vininda. He's testified, I don't know for how long. It must end. And even the SCA, even the Constitutional Court, if you have accorded a person like Mr. Mnisi, I did that. No judge in South Africa would have done that. You didn't even know how long you wanted. You remember? You just said you're not ready. I said, how long do you want? And you shook your head. You didn't know. And I gave you 2 months and 3 weeks. Even the JP fought with me. Yeah, he's right. Because there are other cases, for instance, Mr. Baloyi has to do even Mr. Subanda, which they've got to attend to. How do you give a fellow to prepare, an ordinary criminal case? Can you sit down, sir?
Thank you.
There's nothing mysterious about murder. And I'm not talking because I don't have the experience. I used to defend so-called freedom fighters of the ANC, PAC. I know marathon cases. I've attended several. I even did cases like, for instance, the case which involved high-ranking police officials. But this is real abuse.
So what this tells us is that Judge Ratha actually had a discussion with the judge president, and the judge president, as you heard, he was not happy about that initial delay of 2 months and 3 weeks. So in court, Judge Ratha said that even the JP fought with me. Yeah, he's right. So what this statement is indicating is that after Judge Ratha had given that initial delay of 2 months and 3 weeks, they had a discussion with the judge president, and there was a disagreement. If you look at that statement of saying fought with me, so the judge president was not happy about the handling of the trial's delays and the request for all of these postponements. So, as you know, the judge president, he is the one who is above Judge Ratha, and he's the one who actually calls the shots. So, moving on with what Judge Ratha said, there's another statement in the court that says, yeah, he's right. So, this one, it actually implies that after the discussion, Judge Ratha is now acknowledging that the judge president's viewpoint on that matter was actually correct. So now Judge Ratha is now sharing like the same sentiment with the judge president concerning these repeated delays, and there is now a need for the trial to move forward. So as we all can see, the judge president is actively involved when it comes to the Senzo Meyiwa trial, and he is not happy about these repeated delays because they are like probably tarnishing his image. With the judge president actively involved in this trial, this now means that on Tuesday, the judge president is going to be actively involved, in whether this trial is going to be postponed or not. So the judge president is like powers that are invested in him, and these are some of his formal powers that he can like use, on Tuesday. He can issue like a directive. He is the administrative head of the Gauteng division of the High Court, the JP is the authority to issue these directives regarding the management and progression of cases. With those powers, the JP can issue a formal instruction to Judge Ratha regarding the finalization of the trial or limitations on further postponements. So what I'm seeing here with this power that is with the JP is that on Tuesday, Advocate Mnisi is going to pull out and Judge Ratha is going to be on a tight corner, because he cannot allow for another further postponement. What that means now is that the trial will have to resume with the Moses Sibiya without a representation in the court. But the challenge now is that there is something called like a fair trial imperative. The right to legal representation is a cornerstone of a fair trial. Without a lawyer, an accused person is often unable to understand complex legal procedures, the rules of evidence, etc., etc. So there is a risk of substantial injustice, and the court, has an ethical obligation to ensure a fair trial. So allowing the trial to proceed without proper legal representation for Moses Sibiya is going to be a violation of those ethical rights. So what I'm seeing here is that the court, potentially under the influence of the judge president's concerns about the delays, is likely to take steps to ensure that Sibiya gets new legal representation without causing excessive further delays. This includes, directing Sibiya to get new counsel, appointing a new lawyer within a specific time frame, then setting up maybe like a reasonable but potentially firm deadline to say that by this time, we are resuming. And as you know, there are people like so many lawyers out there who are looking for jobs. They're definitely going to find that lawyer who is going to be prepared and ready and say, I am ready to be able to represent Sibiya in this time frame that you have given me. Another thing that the judge president can do is actually to call a meeting with Judge Ratha, the prosecution, and the defense, including Advocate Mnisi, to discuss these delays and emphasize the need for the trial to proceed. So this would be more like a direct form of intervention, to impress upon these parties about the urgency of this matter. In an extreme case, this is very unlikely because it would actually cause further delays. The judge president can reallocate the case, to another judge, but it would cause significant delays. This is it's like removing Judge Ratha, making him incapacitated from continuing in this trial. So overall, Judge Ratha and Advocate Mnisi, they are in a tight corner, especially Judge Ratha. And this might cause Judge Ratha to directly question Advocate Mnisi on Tuesday, about emphasizing the need to proceed. This is Judge Ratha, referencing the judge president's concerns about the trial's duration. So at the end of the day, Judge Ratha may end up playing mind games with Advocate Mnisi. This will be like reminding him that you have failed Moses Sibiya, who wanted to be represented by you. And then maybe psychologically Advocate Mnisi will feel that he did indeed let down Moses Sibiya, and obviously as an advocate marketing himself, he will be seeing that there are potential clients that are seeing him and disappointing Moses Sibiya. Then at the end of the day, Advocate Mnisi might bend to the pressure, then say that I'm going to represent him starting next week. So these are all the potential scenarios that can actually occur due to the judge president, getting involved in this matter. So tell me what you think in the comment section, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.